This will be an interesting one. This one's going at 400. Going to add some contrast. Okay, let's see what we have. We have here 18, a party glass. So 18. So yeah, someone turns 18, they get one of these to drink their wine out of. Obviously, I think 18 is the age when you're allowed to have alcohol. So I think this is probably what this is about. Obviously, being a cup, a wine glass, and having an 18 on it. This is going to be awkward. I'm actually thinking we have to turn it around this way because we can just see that there. So just a little bit there, maybe pull it up. But yeah, it's obviously for someone who's just turned 18, they've come of age, they can now legally drink. And this is one way of ushering in the new 18-year-old being able to drink. Yeah, that looks really nice actually. We just got some of that. Maybe we could push it down a bit. But basically, yeah, 18 is a real watershed moment for a lot of teens. I don't understand what's so good about getting drunk, I must say. I'm a person who would rather stay sober and not even drink at all. That's how I see it. I don't like the idea of drinking and getting drunk. I'm going to make this into a movement piece. But basically, yeah, it's really considered a watershed moment for a lot of teens when they turn 18. I guess people associate getting drunk or having alcohol with being an adult and being supposedly free. And now that looks better, that's got more colour, so we're going to use that as a movement piece. But basically, yeah, it's a very popular thing to use your newly found freedom. I've never been an alcohol swiller. I've never been interested in getting drunk. I like drinking the odd drink, but only in moderation. But I still don't do it. I don't do it anymore at all. I consider it not my thing. I'm not being myself when it comes to alcohol. Even though I never got drunk or even tipsy, I'm a person that would rather stay away from alcohol. That's just my prerogative, folks. But you don't want to become an alcoholic. It's not good, because that becomes a bondage. It's a bondage to become an alcoholic. And then you can't give up the alcohol. You can't stay away from it. You spend all your fucking savings on it. sometimes. You just have no life. It's dead. It's a deathly thing, getting drunk and becoming an alcoholic, because a lot of social drinkers do become alcoholics. You know, it just takes a bad life and trying to drown it, and next thing you know, you become dependent on the stuff to survive in your head. So you can't live without it. So it's really becomes a habit. I have I know someone very close to me who is an alcoholic, and yeah, it's just ruined the person that she is. And it's just not a good look. And I think, what can I say, folks? It's always best to remain sober. To drink a little bit. I'm not against alcohol per se. It's just my special choice that I've made to not have any drink. That's just my prerogative. There's nothing wrong if you think it's okay. It's okay to drink it in moderation, folks. But keep it under control, because it can be a real beast if you become an alcoholic or a binge drinker or whatever. And it's just not good to have a terrible thing like that. Stabilizing image. Please wait. That's Konica Minolta talking. Haha. Okay, now that's starting to marble really nicely. Wondering where the centre of the job is going to be. I'm going to make this into something really nice. Wondering where the centre is going to be. It's going to be there, and we're just going to enlarge maybe these bits off. That looks good. But yeah, it's okay to have a little bit of alcohol, folks. You know, you don't have to be like me and choose to be what used to be commonly referred to as a teetotaler. That's my desire, and it's not something that anyone else has to do just because I do. It's my business, and I choose it for my own person. And my future husband, Luigi, who I'm trying to get in contact with, he's the kind of guy that wouldn't drink either, and I like that. I feel safe when alcohol is out of the equation altogether in a relationship. I'm sure Luigi wouldn't get drunk even if he had alcohol, but I still prefer that alcohol stay away. It's just not our cup of tea, so to speak. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Looks really zany, these colours. They look almost like disco colours. They're almost like a discotheque. Sorry, we've got a lawnmower driving by. I think that's what it is. Making a lot of noise. Well, it has to be done. Poor dog's barking, doesn't like the sound of it. Yeah, I must admit the name teetotaler sounds a bit daggy, like it's a really old-fashioned term. I should look it up on Google and see what Google has to say about it. But it just comes across as a really, really, really old-fashioned, really daggy sounding term, teetotaler. Does it sound silly? Almost silly, actually. It sounds really daggy, but that's what I am, a teetotaler. I've chosen it. I was actually thinking I could have enlarged a section, but I just thought I'd use it like that. I think now we can call it quits.